What's up, ninjas? Diligent here, and welcome back to Content Warning. So, I've had quite a few people reach out to me trying to get, see if I could do an updated 2026 Flickr video. So here we are now. So with the Flickr, a couple things to keep in mind. You'll often notice when I'm playing and whatnot in areas, I have my shock stick out in front of me, and I'm moving it back and forth when I'm tracking a Flickr and whatnot. I do that so, I turn it on, that way I can hit it while it's invisible, and then I know for sure it's in the area. Another thing to keep in mind is you can't have multiple Flickrs spawn in any of the maps. Multiple Flickrs can spawn as long as the ceiling's high enough. You're not likely going to get more than one Flickr spawning, like we did in that last video, unless you're on like the 2.5 million tier or somewhere around there. So that's something to keep in mind also. But the main requirements for the Flickr are, one, you need to have the ceiling in the area needs to be high enough for the Flickr to spawn, and two, you need to have an active light source close by. The light source can be just about anything that produces light. It can be the gun dog, it can be the bell, it can be light bulbs, it can be the glowy rocks in the mine area. Either one of those will work. In the factory level, the Flickr will often get stuck in this main center building. As you can see him, he's wandering up there. He'll often get stuck on either the east or west side because the frame is too small for him to go under. So if you happen to track him into the building, there's a good chance you can hit him at one of those exits and then zap him with the shock stick and cause him to leave the area, and then he'll end up probably like right over out in that big open area like he did there. So those are some tips with the, getting the trapping the Flickr, trying to get footage that way. Just remember, like I said, that you need to have a light source close by and the ceiling needs to be high enough. In this area, that light source right there in the middle next to the capture cage, that's where the Flickr is going to spawn here in a little bit. Just based off me tracking it and whatnot, I have a good idea he's probably going to pop up there. So, he'll pop up there. If you happen to be, trying to get that footage and you're worried about getting caught in its gaze, keep in mind that you can wiggle your self free from like the Flickr's gaze with either, if you're on a mouse, move your mouse back and forth. If you're on a controller, move the analog back and forth, and then you can break the Flickr's gaze and not get mutilated. The best thing to do is you can have, when the Flickr's around, you hear the staticky wind up, go into selfie mode, look at the ground, and then you can sort of, when he spawns, you'll be able to see that bright light, and then you can position yourself to get that valuable footage. Another thing that can happen is you have a group of people, if you have one cameraman hang back quite a ways, they can go ahead and get footage of the Flickr if he ends up like eradicating the rest of your team. As long as they're back far enough, they can typically avoid getting sucked into the Flickr gaze on there. So that's another tip about the Flickr. Like I said though, if you're running solo, just look down, go into selfie mode, and you should be good. If you have any other monster ideas that you want me to go into more of a deep dive about, let me know. I'll be happy to take a look at that. If not, there's plenty of other, content warning videos on the channel. We're currently working on doing some work with the Diligent Dragon channel, the new channel that's going to be fully launching after a while here. There's only a few videos up there. It's still a work in progress. So I hope to see some of you over there once that's done. But yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if there's something else you want to see, a specific game, whatnot. Gonna be doing Mecha Chameleon for a little bit, but if there's something else, let me know. And I hope you all have a happy 4th of July. I'll see you in the next one.